What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the official Gunrunning trailer that Rockstar released earlier today for GTA Online, and oh my, this thing looks insane. There are so many cool things shown off in this trailer, it really has me excited for the release of this update, which, as I'm sure you guys know by now, will of course be next week on Tuesday, June 13th. But just from what you guys can see in this short trailer, there are going to be so many cool new items and vehicles added in this update next week. But there are loads of things being shown off in this trailer which you guys may have not spotted on your first viewing, or may not have spotted at all even when watching this on repeat over and over and over again. So let's go ahead then and get straight into things, break this trailer down and go through everything frame by frame. Okay then, so the trailer starts off with this cutscene where we see the entrance to the new underground bunkers opening. And if I may say so myself, this is certainly a pretty awesome way to start the trailer off. This in itself is just so cool and answers a few questions as well. The first one being, will there be numerous underground bunkers or just the one? Well, by the looks of things, this location is completely different to the one which Rockstar teased on the newswire last week in one of the screenshots. Of course, last week the bunker location was in the middle of the desert, there was a cactus next to the sign, but in this one we can see some grass, some foliage, there's no cactus, and in the background you can see sections of sandy shores, the prison and whatnot. So by the looks of things, there will be numerous locations for these underground bunkers. Next of all, the bunker itself will not be permanently open as we saw in the screenshot last week, but instead, when you walk up or go in the general area, it looks like the door itself will open from the ground. Now, of course, these entrances aren't in the game already. There aren't concrete pads or these concrete mounds in the locations we have seen so far, so these will be added into the game next week when the update's released. Anyway, but let's continue on, and up next we're shown a quick glimpse around the new underground bunkers. Now, although in this trailer we're shown quite a few rooms, I don't think Rockstar have actually shown us the entire interior inside these bunkers, but from what we have seen in this trailer, it looks like these underground bunkers are going to be huge. Much bigger than any other property we currently have available to us in GTA Online right now. And not very surprisingly, Agent 14 also featured in this trailer. Now, of course, a few days ago, Rockstar shared an image on the newswire which featured Agent 14 in it, so by the looks of things then, Agent 14 will have a major role in these new gunrunning organizations. I'm guessing he'll be the person that introduces us to these organizations, just like when we had Lamar introduce us to Benny's original Motorworks, LJT when it came to the Bikers update, and so on. So I'm guessing Agent 14 will be our man when it comes to organizing missions, buying and selling goods, and so on. Now, unfortunately, from what I've seen so far, there are no new weapons featured in this trailer. So by the looks of things, we might not receive any new weapons in this update at all. But there are loads of new attachments for the already existing weapons. For example, towards the start of the trailer, we see this weapon in use, which of course is the compact PDW, but with loads of cool new attachments, such as the holographic scope. We also see a new mag type as well, a new type of camo, and much more. Then we get to see a very small glimpse inside the vehicle storage room inside these underground bunkers, and by the looks of things they will be very similar to the underground bunkers that we have in the import and export warehouses, where in this room the weaponized vehicles will be stored. We don't get to see a huge amount, unfortunately, in this scene, but we can spot one or two new vehicles. Of course, the first one being the caddy driving around, which hopefully will be able to drive around in these bunkers if they're anywhere near as big as what I think they are based upon what we can see in this trailer. But then, of course, just behind this, we see the new version of the Dune Loader, which just looks awesome. And of course, Rockstar also teased an image of this vehicle on the newswire just over a week ago. This one in particular will have caterpillar tracks on the back instead of wheels. You can see a huge turret in the pickup truck bed, loads of armor and other crazy customizations as well all round. So overall, just awesome. But apart from those vehicles, we can't see any others in this room at the moment, and that's simply down to the camera angle. But no doubt, there'll probably be storage for around about 8 new weaponized vehicles in this room. Now, of course, the character who we're walking alongside of right now in this shot is wearing some new pants, a new top, and some new gloves as well. Then we're shown the new gun range, which will be located in these underground bunkers, which really goes to show how big these underground bunkers really will be. You can also see the character as well wearing some new clothing items. The weapon he's holding, of course, is the assault rifle, but with a new scope and a new camo as well. Then we get to see 3 of the new vehicles, of course the closest one to us being the off-road buggy, which features the passenger side turret, loads of customizations such as extensions on the sides, lights on the front, we got stuff on the back as well. Overall, a very cool looking vehicle. Then just behind this is the ground-to-air missile launcher trailer, which at the moment isn't attached to anything, but would go behind a pickup truck or an SUV as shown on the newswire last week in one of the images, which by the way will have 2 variants, but we'll talk about that later on. And then just behind this, I believe, is the new dune loader with the tracks on the back, the huge turrets in the pickup truck bed, and so on. Then up next, we're shown the very cool looking armored temper, which is completely covered in just so many cool customizations. For starters, there is a full roll cage around this car. Of course, we also got a turret on the roof, which is customizable, and you can have up to 2 turrets on the roof. There are also rockets that can be fired from the front as well, which was shown on the newswire in an image a few weeks ago. You can add armor plating to this car and much more. And as you guys can see on the back of the car as well, I believe that's a flare launcher which you can fire if being shot at by a helicopter, but I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is at the moment. It might be some form of smoke screen launcher, but if you guys have any ideas what it could possibly be, of course let me know by leaving a comment. Then up next is the new armored APC, which will also have 2 variants available for it. One will have the ground-to-air missile launcher on the roof, and the other one will just have the standard turret. And according to what Rockstar have already told us about this vehicle, it will be more than capable off-road and in water as well. Moving on though to my favourite part in this trailer, there are so many things shown off in the space of about 5 seconds. So first of all we see the new dune loader with the tracks on the back just moving to our left hand side, revealing the Mobile Operations Center. This thing is going to be a trailer that we can drive around and I'm guessing perform numerous missions with. But not only that, the back of this thing goes down and acts as a ramp so you can drive vehicles inside. I'm not too sure at the moment if we're limited to just the dune buggy, that's always shown in this trailer, but nevertheless, that in itself is a really cool feature. And it looks like this Mobile Operations Center will also have its own defense systems as well. I can't actually see anything on the trailer itself, but you guys can see this guy operating some form of turret from the inside. Now a few days ago, Rockstar revealed an image of the Mobile Operations Center on the newswire being pulled around with the Phantom. But as you guys can see in this trailer, it's being pulled by an armored version of what appears to be the Packer. So by the looks of things, there might be numerous trucks available in this update we'll be able to purchase and customize. But moving on, we're then shown this awesome looking pistol. This has to be one of the best looking weapons in this trailer. It's just a standard pistol from my understanding, but with a very cool looking camo on it with lime green components. You can also see a holographic scope on this as well with a very cool looking silencer, or it might be an extended barrel, so apologies if I'm wrong on that one. But either way, this gun overall looks extremely cool. And of course, don't forget about the character also holding this as well. He's wearing some new clothing items and a new mask as well. And whilst we're on the topic of new clothing items, it looks like Rockstar will also finally be giving us the Juggernaut suit to purchase in GTA Online as teased in this scene. But coming up towards the end of the trailer now, and there's still new content to talk about. First of all, there are these trailed machine gun turrets, which, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, has 2 different variants, this machine gun version being one, and the second one being the ground-to-air missile turrets. But these trailed turrets are being pulled by what appears to be a brand new SUV. I'm not entirely sure what this SUV even is, but it looks extremely cool, and I want one right now in the game. I'm also guessing these will have an armored variant as well, if they aren't already, but overall, they're very cool looking in my opinion. Then up next, we're shown yet more new weapon attachments for one of the assault rifles. Again, in this one we see a really cool looking black and red camo, which I love already, and of course a holographic scope as well. The characters in this scene also have some new clothing items on as well. But there's one more major thing I want to highlight in this trailer breakdown, this being this scene right here, where we see the brand new bike, which looks like it has a jet engine on the back, just like the Coil Rocket Voltic, and I'm guessing this can also glide or fly for a set amount of distance as well, because it has wings on the sides of it. But the important part being, did you guys notice that these bikes are driving out the back of the cargo plane? That's right, the one vehicle which isn't available online from story mode is being featured in this trailer. So who knows, maybe there's going to be a mission involving the cargo plane, maybe the cargo plane will finally be a purchasable vehicle in GTA Online. Who knows? Then very quickly teased is the new night vision scope for one of the sniper rifles, and then finally to finish things off, this awesome scene right here featuring the new motorcycle which we talked about a few moments ago that was coming out of the back of the cargo plane. But not only does this bike have a jet engine on the back so we can boost forward, but it also fires rockets as well. And there we go, so that is the entire Gunrunning trailer. Now despite this trailer only being just over a minute long, it is jam-packed with so many features and new content, and by the looks of things, this will be one of the best updates, if not the best update we ever get in GTA Online. Now with that being said, that's pretty much it then for this video. I'm sure you guys have loads of questions though, so feel free to go ahead and leave a comment on this video right now. And if you guys spotted anything which I didn't mention in this breakdown, of course also let me know as well by leaving a comment on this video. I want to get your thoughts and feelings though on the trailer itself, and what are you guys looking forward to the most based upon what you've seen so far in the trailer, so go ahead and leave a comment. Also be sure to drop a like as well, as it helps me out a lot, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel then please do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.